What if the only way to end evil was to become evil yourself? That's the gamble that Lelouch v. Britannia makes in Code Geass. He tries to save the world by controlling it, and it works. But in the process, he proves something the church has taught for 2,000 years. You can't build heaven with the tools of hell. The story's simple on paper. A prince is betrayed, he gains supernatural powers, and then decides to overthrow an empire. But the real war isn't just Britannia versus Japan, it's Lelouch versus his own soul. The power of Geass lets him command anyone to obey, and at first it feels righteous. Then he loses control, accidentally orders a massacre, and spends the rest of the show trying to clean blood with more blood. It's not a political tragedy, it's more of a moral spiraling. And the Catholic tradition has a name for this. It's called the perversion of freedom. The Catechism says freedom is the ability to act or not to act, to perform deliberate actions on one's own responsibility. Geass flips that on its head. It turns people into puppets. It gives Lelouch the illusion of control, but destroys the very thing that makes love, justice, or faith possible: free will. It's a perfect image of sin. Sin promises mastery and delivers slavery. Just like the garden, Geass starts to whisper, "You too can be like God." Then we meet Emperor Charles, Lelouch's father. His dream? End all lies by merging every human mind into one hive mind consciousness. No more death, no more loneliness, just unity. Catholicism teaches the opposite. It erases the person. Real communion keeps individuality intact. The Trinity is three persons, one God. Charles' world is one blob, zero persons. It's anti-Trinitarian. A counterfeit heaven built on control instead of love. Remember Euphemia, the princess who genuinely wanted peace? One slip-up of Geass and Lelouch turns her into a genocidal killer. Instead of confessing it, he buries the truth, turns her death into propaganda, and doubles down on the lie. That's the essence of mortal sin. We'd rather rewrite reality than repent. Augustine called evil a twisting of good. Euphy's plan was good, and Lelouch's fears twisted it. By the end, Lelouch has a plan. Become the villain the world unites to destroy. He stages his own deaths so peace can rise from the ashes. The famous Zero Requiem. It's powerful, it's poetic, but it's not redemption, it's manipulation. On the surface, it looks Christ-like, one man who dies for all, but the cross isn't theater. Christ didn't fake tyranny to force peace, he bore sin in truth and love. Lelouch engineers peace by lying to everyone, including himself. That's why his world unites, but never converts. It's the peace of exhaustion, not the peace of grace. Suzaku's obsession with justice from within the system is the other half of the problem. He obeys rules even when they're evil, a reminder that consciousness outranks convenience. And then there's C2, cursed to live forever. She has what every transhumanist dreams of, immortality, and she hates it, because eternity without love is hell. Augustine said our hearts are restless until they rest in you. C2 is restless soul. Code Geass isn't atheistic, it's just haunted. Haunted by the question, what if man could be God? And it ends with the same answer Genesis gave: you can. Every utopia built on control collapses under the weight of human sin. The church's answer to Lelouch's world isn't strategy, it's sanctity. The cross doesn't balance hatred, it transforms it. Lelouch dies for peace, Christ dies to give peace. That's the difference between the Zero Requiem and the gospel. One forces the world to kneel, the other invites it to rise. If you love stories that almost get theology right, but not quite, you're in the right place. Subscribe and let's keep decoding pop culture. I'm Shwa. This has been the Theology of Code Geass. Thanks for watching. Peace be with you.